you know, where they are intimidated by a spot. They right the wrongs and become one of the favorites to win.
Absolutely, and Lakey did it so well. You know, there's, I think back to Gabriel Medina, and Lakey did it, got the win.
During the break, we did have a start here from Erin-Brooks.
Yeah, so Erin finding a little left-hander here. That way, well, he's done so well at this event over the years, and a lot of times on the left-hander as well. Back in my day, Joe, bigger boards, and we focused all our energy onto the lefts. And, well, Erin just coming unstuck again on that one. So the thing with the left-handers is they sort of break out to sea a little bit more. They don't.
You guys are really good mates. There's this fun rivalry brewing between you two, especially here at Margs.
Yeah, I've surfed against her every year that I've been here, so that'll be really fun. I'm good friends with Gabby, so yeah, hopefully we get good waves. Probably just surfing a smart heat and yeah, just trying to surf my best. She's a good surfer, so you got to level up against her.
Now I'm curious, you mentioned you're only on a 1-inch step up. If you had your time all over again, would you have gone on something a little bit bigger?
Ride for Lost surfboards, just like Erin-Brooks, who recovers that turn off the top, wrestling that section on that 5.8.
A bit more of that pocket and face. So let's see what happens here. There's so much bump on the wave face here. And Erin just unfortunately mistimes that bottom turn, top turn combo. And she goes down. Stonerwood slow-mo up against the world champ. Here's live action at Erin.
Erin-Brooks squaring up and attacking at the right. She's been kind of glued to the left for a bit there. And then identified some open wall here. Inside track didn't give her much, so just all set up work too. That was a fantastic one. The waves weren't too welcoming that day, and they absolutely charged. Lakey was so impressed, a past champion of Margaret River in 2019. Throws down a frontside carve, a wild end section that she's still fighting for the finish. She'll go down the back again. Also on the series of replays, there's Lakey Peterson.
Yeah, so Lakey on a little inside wave here. Gets up, a beautiful slashing turn. And again, just some rail work through the inside. And she hops through and comes up to this junction.
Here's what Lakey did.
So a little inside wave here for Lakey. Bit of a trip up on that first bottom turn. So she does a little check back into the energy. And now some open face. Connects with the lip.
We mentioned we had a few 6.5s on opening day. And Caroline got there as well in the previous heat, but the 7's now the mark as the high number as we see a nice snap to start from Erin-Brooks. She finds the pocket again, wall's growing, good section to drill right there. And she will hop out of the split peak
to finish things off. And now Erin fades. Almost a little jump off the bottom turn, but she keeps connected. A couple of good swoops again. She just sits on the tail waiting for the wave to stand up in front of her, an aggressive snap.
But a nice little crunchy crumble of the whitewater.
Yeah, it was better.
Gave her a good target there.
Yeah, it was much better. More composed, as you said. She just slowed things down. This is live action. Lakey, just a quick in and out. And again, just these sets continue to pour through here. And she's also going to put a number on the board here. So really good strategy from Sally.
And maybe the advantage of some onshore wind, of having a section where you can have that fin drift. Here's Erin-Brooks speeding down the line. There's a section there. She gets over the top of it and gets taken out trying to ride away. And now Lakey against Erin-Brooks. Draws it on the open face, hits it off the top, and now rushing a third maneuver. She gets there in time. Didn't have big sections there to work with, but she got a few turns down the stretch. Lakey chasing a 3.51 to get her lead back.
Here we go. Here's the replay of Lakey. So, like I said, Joe, there was a bit more flow on this one. Little cut down to start off. Projects over that first section. Connects with the second one down the line.
5.43 required, and paddling for this one. Erin's looking at this wave to try to find a decent number. Let's see if he can bowl up here. Nothing on that wave. Lakey getting closer. So Erin maybe jumping the gun early, taking a wave that didn't have anything on it. This could have been Erin's wave here, and Lakey already getting 2 tags on it. And now driving into a third. She's feeling good. She knows the situation. Erin just kicked out of a dud, and Lakey will go back-to-back in her victories over the young superstar. Experience paying off, and Lakey is in the quarterfinals to take on her longtime rival of Caroline Marks.